No big deal.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. We're getting started. Thank you, everyone. I hope you can see me. If not, I have blonde hair. And my name is Shelby, and I live in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And I have two little boys, a 7-month-old and a 2-year-old. And I'm married, and I live, I said in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And I've been part of the Juice Plus company for 3 years now, and that's how Demi and I got connected with each other. So welcome to this event, the Friends and Family event for Demi. Yeah, thanks for taking time out of your busy day. We know that everyone's busy and got stuff going on, so we just appreciate it. And obviously you were invited by Demi because you're respected and you're loved and you're cared for. And she wants you to know what she's up to. So we're glad you guys are here. So I have some notes with me, by the way, because I am really good at rambling and I'm really good at getting off topic. So this will just help me. So I stay on topic and I am just a little bit more organized. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. So the call is super relaxed. It is fun. We just kind of want to share our hearts with what we're up to. So yeah. You don't have to do anything or buy anything. Your support is more than enough in just hearing about this mission. And so the first section, we're just going to talk a little bit about health, super basic. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the organization that we partnered with. And so the Juice Plus company, it is filled with passion. It is filled with purpose. And so maybe something will stick out to you today, or maybe you'll think of someone else this could benefit in your life. You never know. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. So first, I just like to ask, does anyone agree with me, or have you ever felt this way, that health can be just a little bit complicated, that there's just always some sort of challenge with health? I don't know. I've always felt like there's different fad diets or trends or things to do, things not to do. And I'm a back to the basics person. So if anyone's felt that way, raise your hand, even though I can't see anyone, but you can raise it. Yeah, girl. So yeah, we all want to look good. We all want to feel good. But the truth to living a long and healthy life, it can sometimes be a little bit confusing. And so that's kind of what we're part of, is just run a mission with thousands of others to help people get healthy in a way that is simple, it's doable, it is fun, and I'm all about that. And so the first step to good health and good nutrition is fruit and vegetables. And that's one thing that I've learned is never going out of style. At least so far, I've never heard, don't eat fruit and vegetables. It's always the thing. Make sure you eat your fruit and veggies. So we actually need 9 to 13 servings, which is crazy. And I would say majority of people don't do this, at least not to the variety, the consistency, the quality, the quantity that we actually need. And so that is why we love Juice Plus. That's where it kind of comes in. And so the company just wants to help people bridge nutritional gaps in a few simple ways. They don't want to take away from eating fresh fruits and vegetables. They want to bridge that gap. So if this is what you're eating and this is what you're supposed to eat, they're just bridging that gap and adding more nutrients to your diet. And so in the first way, I'm going to show you guys super quick, if you all can see me, is basically farm fresh produce in a capsule, which I love. And I'll just open it up and show you guys quick if you guys can see me. So this is 10 different fruits in there, and I'll tell you how it's put together. So basically, like I said, it's farm fresh produce in a capsule. And then they actually have an additional 15 plants in this plant-based protein. They have a chocolate and a vanilla, and it seriously tastes like chocolate cake, vanilla cake batter. So good. It's not gritty. It's plant-based, and it has a low glycemic index, so it like stabilizes your blood sugar, which I love. So you're not like craving more sugar. And then they also have this plant-based omega. So they skipped the fish. They went right to the plants, where the fish actually were getting their omegas. And so there's omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 in here. And it tastes like an orange if you bite into it. And so our bodies don't make omegas, so we actually need to get our omegas in. But anyway, those are just a little bit about the products. And then they also have a tower garden where you can grow your own fresh produce all year round, inside or outside. You literally just need water and the mineral blend. And so we had one this summer. It was so cool, like just all this fresh produce, and I like did nothing. It just bloomed. I loved it. And then they have a protein bar. It's like 7 or 8 ingredients. It's really yummy. So super simple. They just want to help people bridge the gaps in their diet. And so basically with the capsules, it's kind of like the main focus is what they do is, so basically a lot of the fruit and vegetables in our grocery stores, they lose a lot of the nutritional content because they're picked early and they're shipped long distances before all the nutrients is in them. And so that's kind of where Juice Plus comes in. They solve that problem. And they work with some of the best mid-sized family farms in North America. And the juice in the drying facilities is located close to the farms. So that once the produce is harvested, it goes through a freezing and a drying process. And so think of it like if someone is cremated, we're made up of like 70% water, and they're put in like an urn. I mean, it's like a little urn, like a whole body can fit in there because the 70% of the water is taken out. So not to get too graphic or anything, but that's how it is with these, with the water taken out. I mean, with like a berry, it's like really, really, really small powder that's left. And so that's why they can jam pack 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries in each of the capsules. So yeah, it includes the peels, the seeds, the leaves, anything that's possible that's connected to that fruit or vegetable. It's getting chucked in like a big Vitamix type thing. So it's vine ripened, and it's tested by independent experts to ensure the natural purity. So it's also highly concentrated in chewable form, and it's free for kids over 4. I meant to mention that earlier. But it's really cool because it has this NSF. You guys can see, let me move my light right there. It's an NSF certification. So it's safe from womb to tomb. I like to say that. I took it for my prenatal with 2 of my pregnancies, for children, pregnant, nursing, elderly, in between. And so the NSF certified just states that there's no bacteria, mold, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, no chemicals known to man in these capsules because an outside company is testing it. And so it's held to really high standards, which gives me that peace of mind. And another thing I loved is it's the most nutritionally researched product in the world. So it's just crazy to me. There's over 37 peer-reviewed medical journals that have research studies on these. And so if you're into science, it's a super big deal. I do not have a medical background. I have a business background. And so when I got kind of in this community, I realized how big of a deal it was. And I talked to some of my other medically minded friends. Another cool thing is the capsules. If you guys can see, it actually has a nutrition label. So it does not have a supplement label, so it's actually regulated by the government as food. So if it was sold in the grocery stores, it would be next to the beets and the kale and the broccoli. And that's why it's one piece, because it'd be really confusing if people saw these like capsule bottles, like, why is this next to the kale? I don't get it. So it's just kind of for education based. People need to know what it really is. So the mission of Juice Plus is to help people get healthy, inspire healthy living. But there's also other lifestyle factors to health besides just eating fruit and vegetables. And so obviously sleep's important, getting enough water, moving our bodies. So what's really cool is the company offers a 10-day jumpstart to our health, and it's called the Shred 10. And so it basically helps people form healthier habits long-term and makes their health a priority. And so we have accountability group and free resources and things that are included in that. So what I personally love about it is just adding more fruit and vegetables, drinking more water, getting good sleep, exercising, and then you just take things out that aren't serving you. So gluten, dairy, refined sugar, alcohol, caffeine, It's only 10 days. You can do anything for 10 days. And so anyway, it's basically changed like the course of my health because I've been doing that on and off for 2 years now, and then super consistently the past 7 months after I had my second son. And I've just formed healthier habits. I do not eat as much sugar. I eat a cookie and I'm like, this is too much. And that would have been very rare 7 months ago. I would have been like, give me 5 and then it would be too much. So just what I love within those 10 days, you really focus on that. And then the rest of the time, you're just more mindful and forming healthier habits. And then as far as just the capsules, I've been taking them 3 years, same with my husband. And I've had super healthy pregnancies and babies. We've never had a sick visit. It's not like we never get a sniffle, but I just can't even believe the sickness that goes around with young kids. And we've had -% compared to that. I just can't even believe it. And so, yeah, we've just been really healthy overall, and I've had natural energy. I don't drink caffeine or anything. So that's been really helpful, just not crashing in the middle of the day and being like exhausted, because that used to be my life. But the main reason why I added Juice Plus is I just knew I wasn't getting enough fruit and vegetables, and I wanted more. And I knew that even if I was getting enough, why would I not want more? I was just kind of thinking prevention as much as possible over treatment, kind of long term. So yeah, that's a little bit of my story on why I added it. I could probably go on and on. I could, but I'm going to shorten it up. And I'm just going to have Demi real quick share why it made sense to her to add to her diet real quick.
Yeah, thank you so much, Shelby, for all of that. You're awesome. And I'm so thankful for all my friends and family in here. I hope that you learned something about nutrition or something is sticking with you, because Beth, we had a team call before this and it was super cool. She was like, if you want to see changes, you have to change something. And I'm like, bingo. But I added this to my diet because, like all of you know, I travel so much and I'm always on the go. I'm super busy. Every day looks different for me. So being able to have this nutrients in my body and knowing that maybe I might not eat, 3 meals or every day consistently 3 times a day, I know that I'm still getting these vitamins and these nutrients to keep going and to have energy and to travel. So, and you also all know that I love nutrients and I'm super health conscious and love to work out. So it just went along with my life. That's kind of.
I love it. No, it's perfect. That's a perfect answer. And another thing I love too about Juice Plus is it's 100% absorbed in our bloodstream. And so we're actually getting the nutrients because there's research on it. So unlike multivitamins, or I can't say all of them, but a decent amount, it's kind of like expensive pee. So I want something that's actually doing something. So that's what made me excited as well. And also before we move on, there's a lot of free resources on our healthylivingrevolution.com. So if you want recipes, health webinars, they're all free, from like gut health to immune health to oxidative stress when you're working out, inflammation, all this stuff from medical professionals just for free, just to give you guys some good information. And so I'm just going to transition and talk a little bit about the business and just the company attached to the product. And so the business, their mission, like I said earlier, is to inspire healthy living around the world and to help as many people realize their dreams. I just think that's awesome. And so it's important to know that Juice Plus has about 80% of the people that consume it are not associated with the company at all. And it's actually really cool because the founder is still there today. I love it. It's been around 50 years. And he's still there. He's like a cute little old grandpa, and everyone loves him when we have our conferences. We have 2 here. And he's just so cool. So, but the business is definitely not for everyone. And so as you're sitting here, I just want you to think, could this be for you? Or maybe someone in your life that would just need this option. You never know who it could impact. And so I want to tell you a couple reasons why I think Juice Plus is just really special. And one is the business is called a virtual franchise. They have a hybrid model, and one piece is a franchise piece. And so I love that. And so it's $50 a year to own your own franchise. It's kind of like an independent contractor. And so you can share as little as you want or as much as you want. You can go whatever pace you want. I think I said it's $50 once a year. I'm just repeating that. And then we have an online office that you can, use from anywhere. You just need internet, which I love because I can do it when my kids are screaming in the next room or when I'm at a coffee shop when my husband's home for the day. It's just whenever it fits in my day, which I love. And so the company collects bills, deposits, they ship, they do everything. We just get a direct deposit in our bank account every month. So we don't have to stock any inventory. The only Juice Plus I have is my own. And so that's what I really love. And there's no quotas. There's no minimums. All positions are permanent. And we're in over 24 countries, which is really sweet. We're privately held. We're debt-free. And my favorite part is at the top position. You can actually receive full benefits. So medical, dental, disability, chiropractic, a monthly expense allowance. So it's really cool how you can just work at your own pace. And then if you want to get to the top level, you get a corporate benefits package. So, they've also done a lot of things to make just difference in people's lives. And so there's been over 2 million kids that have gotten Juice Plus for free with our family health study. And we've donated over 10 million complete meals, these little things that I shared earlier, to Volunteers of America. And then we're the title sponsor for the St. June's Marathon, which is really cool. And so I'll just share my story super quick. I first joined Juice Plus 3 years ago. I'm one of those people that when I'm excited, I'm like all in. So I was all in. I offset my cost, and I shared with some friends, family, just kind of like this. And then about a year later, after I offset my cost, I wasn't taking it too seriously. I was about to have my son, and sometimes you got to have that strong why, and so that was mine. And I decided to just take this business a little bit more seriously. And treat it as a business. And I'm not a businesswoman, and I didn't have this entrepreneur mindset. That just wasn't wired in me. I've met a lot of people that they've always kind of had that in them, and that's kind of what attracted them to this. But to me, it was a vehicle to stay home with my kids because we were going to be just stressed as heck on a single income. And so I always said, I saw a lot of millionaire moms in Juice Plus just killing it, and I loved it, but that wasn't my vibe. That wasn't what I was going for. But I said, if I could make $1,000 to $2,000 a month, I'd be out of my mind, like freaking out. Like, I just feel like that was way out of the ballpark. And I have been out of the ballpark, freaking out for a long time now, and I am super thankful, and I'm not special. I just knew I had to pay this forward to people and give people this option for their health and their finances and their time, just to have freedom in those areas. And so it kind of became a moral obligation for me, as well as a vehicle to, have the freedoms that we wanted as a family. So I'll have Demi share super quick just why it made sense for her to hop on board with our mission.
Yeah. So I do photography and videography. So I already have that entrepreneur mindset, and I work for myself. So being able to keep that even when I have slow seasons or when I'm maybe traveling and I'm not near clients and I'm not able to market myself and get work, I think that I could still have this virtual office and work anywhere in the world and still have somewhat of an income to maybe continue to travel, because that is truly my passion.
I love that. That's awesome. That's what I love, is this is going to attract anyone. And I'm going to get to that part in just a second because we're almost done. But yeah, thank you guys seriously for tuning in. We appreciate it. And just to think about a few things before you go is, one, add fruit and vegetables to your diet, sneak them in your smoothies, get them in. They're so important. And then just think about anyone, including yourself, who could just benefit from adding any of our plant-based products to your diet or their diet if you're thinking of someone. And it's just like juicing, honestly. You're getting the fresh phytonutrients from fruits, vegetables, from the oils, omegas. And it's less than a cup of coffee a day for mass amount of produce in your body. It's just the most convenient and simple way to get a bunch of produce in your body. Or you could just be sitting here thinking of people or yourself who would enjoy a side gig or a new full-time job, or just working while traveling, or just making large contributions to the world. So yeah, we're always looking to link arms with like-minded, mission-driven people that just kind of want to make a huge difference and need a vehicle to get them to their dreams and their desires. So yeah, we get to help moms go from daycare to mom care. That's me. Or hardworking professionals kind of build their own dreams instead of someone else, or college students to have a side gig, or empty nesters to have more than enough. It's so cool, just the variety of people this business brings. So yeah, it's really just such a blessing that this is part of my life, and I love paying it forward to people. So yeah, just want to ask yourself, could this be for you or for someone else? And yeah, just the best part is someone shared it with me, and so it's an honor to pay it forward to other people. So yeah, that's kind of all I got. Demi, do you want to close with anything?
Awesome. I just thank y'all so much for taking time out of your evenings. Have an amazing New Year's.
Yeah. See you guys.